Welcome to day 6. At this point, you might not feel proud yet. You might not feel strong yet. You might just feel empty. The chaos is gone, the rush is gone, and now you're left with space. And sometimes space feels worse than pain. Today we're going to unpack that because this is one of the most misunderstood parts of early recovery. My name's Rob, and I'm in recovery from a gambling addiction. I made my last bet November the 12th of 2022, and I'm creating this 7-episode series because I want to help you to navigate that first week when you try to leave gambling in the past and enter gambling addiction recovery. It's been a good amount of time since I made that last bet, but I remember exactly how I was feeling, and I felt lost. I thought I was the only person on earth with this problem. I just couldn't even deal with being by myself. I couldn't even deal with the thoughts that I actually had to now think about instead of just running away from. And so I wanted to make this series to kind of support you in that early recovery space because it is not easy, but I promise you that it's well worth it. Here's the truth. Gambling wasn't about money. It was an escape, identity, routine, your excitement. When you take that away, it can feel like there's nothing left. No stimulation, no sense of control. For me, no sense of self. So you feel aimless, bored, hollow. Here's the powerful part. This emptiness, it's space. It's a cleared out field waiting for something better to grow. It's not a problem to fix. It's an invitation. Boredom is one of the top relapse triggers, not sadness, not stress, boredom. Because it doesn't scream, it whispers. And the whisper sounds like, what's the harm of just one bet? One bet wouldn't hurt. You have nothing else going on anyways. The money's coming back. You're doing fine. Those whispers are just the beginning of the spiral. So instead of fighting boredom, I want you to prepare for it. So today I want you to make a list of recovery-friendly activities. Doesn't need to be dramatic, but maybe going for a walk, watching a podcast, cooking something new, hitting up the gym, calling someone who knows what you're trying to do. I don't want you to wait to feel like it. Just do that. Let your actions lead your emotions. And we need to do something like this because gambling gave us more than a high. It gave us numbing. When things were painful, stressful, boring, lonely, gambling gave us a fix. It let us disappear. When you remove gambling, all the emotions that you've been feeling the whole time start to rise. And it's not just boredom you're feeling, it's everything that you've pushed down. That's a really good thing, even if it doesn't feel like it. Because now you can actually deal with the root causes of these problems. You're not escaping anymore. You're facing, you're healing. It's uncomfortable, but it's honest. So that list of recovery-friendly activities, let that guide you through the boredom. Be mindful while you're working through those lists that now you're creating the space in your life to be able to actually tackle the problems that are coming your way. And this is where I like to say, recovery is not rainbows shooting out your ass and gumdrops falling from the sky. It is actually quite miserable sometimes, which doesn't sound like a very strong sell on a series telling you that you should recover from a gambling addiction. But I'm going to be honest with you. Not every day is a good day. But the difference is that when I was gambling, the days were determined based on the highs and lows. It was a good day if I was winning. It was a bad day if I was losing. It was a good day if I was excited. It was a bad day if I was stressed out. My entire happiness and the direction of my life was determined by someone else. I was never actually in control, despite the fact that gambling is where I felt in control. Now that I have control over my life, I realize that what I was running from was the responsibility of actually having to deal with the stuff that happens in life. But it's a beautiful thing when you start to kind of appreciate the highs and lows that come with actually living. Your day is not determined by someone you'll never meet. Your day is determined by how you react to the situation that plays out in front of you each and every minute. You have the chance to feel sadness, happiness, excitement, joy, depression. You might not know who you are without gambling. That's okay. This is a rebuild. I want you to ask yourself, who was I before I started gambling? What did I care about? What skills or passions did I let go of? I remember that I was someone that was always driven, someone that was always competitive, someone that liked sports. I liked soccer. I liked tennis. I liked the idea of building something, creating something, working from the ground up and building something unique, creative, innovative. I let all that go when I was gambling to just chase after a big win that I didn't even need. Getting the chance to kind of reflect on who I was before I started gambling, I liked who I was. I guess I like it more in retrospect than I must have liked it at the time, or else I wouldn't have tried to escape so badly from it. But now I'm trying to take the parts of me that I liked and bring them back out again, which is how we ended up talking to each other today. This project is my passion now. Try new things, even if they feel awkward, even if they don't work. Because recovery isn't about swapping gambling for a new addiction. It's about rediscovering the version of you that doesn't need to run anymore. You're not replacing gambling with one thing. You're replacing it with your real life. Today's mission: try one new recovery-friendly activity. It doesn't need to feel magical. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be something that's not gambling. And I want you to write about how it felt. Let me know in the comments. Even if it felt weird or pointless, write it down. Then ask yourself, what do I need more of in my life? What do I want to feel? And what healthy ways can help me get there? Tomorrow's day 7. We're gonna reflect, celebrate, and talk about what's next on your journey. You're still here. You've still defeated 100% of your bad days, and that really matters. I hope that you're beginning to feel again. I hope that what I talked about wasn't just a word vomit and that it actually helps you in your recovery. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Let's keep getting better together, one day at a time.